everyone. I'm Melissa here, and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello, everyone. I'm Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. You guys, I have exciting news to share. I'm getting married. Yay! Isn't that just gorgeous? Like, love it. Love it. I'm so excited. For those of you that know me, you're probably like, what? It's true. I'm already married. I'm already married. My husband and I are celebrating our 13th wedding anniversary this October. It's been awesome. But it's Wellness Wednesday. And we've talked about a lot of different things on Wellness Wednesdays. I wanted to talk about relationships today. We talked about, physical health, mental health, all different kinds of things. How, in the past, like I've tried to increase my social circle and, that kind of thing. And relationships are hard. They can be very difficult. Some of us are in relationships. Some of us are not currently in a relationship. Some of us are in a relationship that we wish we weren't in. There's lots of different situations. And today I wanted to talk about my husband. Because like I said, this will be our 13th wedding anniversary coming up. We've been together. It'll be 16 years this November. That's a long time. That's a long time to not only know someone, but to be with. And we all know, as everyone gets older, as time goes by, people change, right? And when it comes to relationships, you're both going to change. Hopefully you're both going to grow. Hopefully you're both going to, do new things and learn new things. And hopefully you do it together. And hopefully you guys, when your relationship starts, you're side by side walking down this road. And as time goes on and you grow as people, hopefully you're still on the same road. And hopefully it doesn't go this way. And if it does go this way, hopefully eventually you find yourselves side by side again. But that's not always the case. I'm very, very grateful for my husband. We have been through so much. Since the day we met each other to now, we have been through some really great times, and we've had some really rough times, and a lot of it has been outside influence. Many different situations, many different things. Very little has been between just the two of us. I think we're just, I don't know if lucky is the right word. Don't get me wrong. There's times he frustrates me so much. And I know there's times that I also frustrate him. But at the end of the day, we're just still walking that same path together. And it is never boring. Never. For those of, you that know me and my husband, you guys know, you've heard the stories. Like, half of the things that happen to us or that we've experienced don't sound real. They sound made up. They sound fake. I can assure you they are not. Everything is 100% real and genuine. And between my husband and I and our relationship together, we have lived multiple lifetimes with the amount of things we've experienced and done. And it's been an amazing ride, and I can't wait to continue walking this path with my husband. The reason I was like, hey, look, I'm engaged, I'm getting married. I can't even remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. Something had happened. And was it this? It's corny, it's stupid, but it's us. We buy specific keto wraps from Costco, and we love them. And we were out, and my husband decided he was going to do a keto diet again. And I had literally that morning just been to Costco, and I was like, oh, keto wraps. He had mentioned a while ago he wanted more. I'm here, I'll pick them up. And I just picked them up, and he sent me a message. Like, I literally just got in my car from being in Costco, and he said, hey, I really need those keto wraps. I'm going to swing by Costco and pick them up. Is there anything else we need from Costco? And I just wrote back saying, I just picked up your keto wraps. I'm literally just getting in the car from buying your keto wraps. And he was so shocked and stunned. And he's like, really? No, this is all through Messenger and stuff. Really? Oh my God, thank you so much. And then he put a little meme up that said, will you marry me? Which was his cute way of being like, wow, you did this for me. I had mentioned a while ago that I needed these. You just so happened to be there and remembered my husband wants these, and you bought them for me. And I know that seems small. I know that seems trivial. But in today's society, it's really not. And he was so touched that, wow, she remembered and she did it. And I didn't turn it into a big production like, ugh, I guess I got to go to Costco because now you want these keto wrap, like I've seen couples and I've seen how they talk to each other and treat each other. And for, unfortunately, the most part, we're not nice to each other. You know what I mean? And for him, he's a busy person. So for him to be like, oh, I need those keto wraps. Now I got to figure out a time that I can go to Costco to get these, but I've got meetings all day and I've got shows tonight and I've got this and that. For him, it's a really difficult thing to have to make time to go do this. And for me, my schedule is more flexible than his. Don't get me wrong. I'm still really busy doing all the things I do, but it was just, I'm here, I'll do it. And he was so touched. He was like, marry me. Will you marry me? Because I could not live without you. The things you do for me that give me the freedom to do the things I have to do for our family. Sorry, guys, I left my ringer on. It's going off the charts here. That allow me to do the things that I need to do for our family. I really appreciate it. And I kind of turned it into a big thing like, of course I'll marry you. Like, oh my God, we're getting married, the whole thing. And it just reminded me, like, I think everyone would benefit from taking a moment and slowing down, because life is busy. Life is hard, right? And I think once we have a partner we've been with for a while, and especially if we're living together or if we're married, we don't intend to take the other person for granted, but I think it just naturally happens, right? You get into a routine. You go to work, you come home, you have supper, like it's the same routine over and over again. And you lose that spark, you lose that romance, you lose that spontaneity. And I think those things are what really helps to keep a relationship good. My husband and I have tried to make a point of having date night. And I think especially when you're living together and you're married, and especially if you have children, it can take a lot. So for a while we were like, date night once a month. We're going to go out and we're going to do stuff. And unfortunately, it just never really worked out because my husband travels a lot. He works a lot. We don't have very many babysitters that we can use for our child or that we feel comfortable using. And the ones we are comfortable using, they have their own life, so they can't always babysit. So for a while, it just didn't work out. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just make it every Tuesday night, we're going to have a date night. Now, whether that means we have a date night out of the house or we have to do it at home, let's just do every Tuesday date night. We chose Tuesday because if we are able to go out, Tuesdays typically are cheaper nights. Like movie nights on Tuesdays are usually a little cheaper than regular times. A lot of restaurants have specials on Tuesdays. That's just the day we chose. My husband doesn't typically travel on Tuesdays, sometimes, but not typically. So we were like, yeah, every Tuesday is date night. And unfortunately, again, just lack of babysitters. It's not often we do get to go out. Usually we stay home. But we really try, and I think we both could try harder because, these things are addictive. And I'm the worst. And we'll be like, hey, let's watch a movie at home. And we watch a movie at home. And guess what? I'm on my phone. And guess what? He's on his phone. The movie's playing, but we're on our phones. And typically we each have like a lazy boy recliner. And they're kind of in front of one another for the movie. So like we're not even sitting beside each other or touching each other or anything. And it's like, I think we could do better on date nights. I think again, it's habit. We just get in our chair. That's our chair. That's where we sit. I rarely sit on our couch. Rarely sit on our couch. I'm always in my chair. But I think I'm going to have to make a habit of if it's date night and we're watching TV or a movie, no chairs, we're on the couch. And we're beside each other and our phones are down. And we really need to be present in the moment. But I think it's important. And we've definitely tried to do better. We have a lot of improvements we can make. And I think eventually we will get there. But it's just really important to continue to date each other. And I know that sounds funny. But like I said, when you're dating someone, I'm not talking like the first date because that's awkward and weird and no one likes first dates. But if you've been out with a guy or a girl or whoever for a few times and you guys are really clicking and you're liking each other and, you're like, yeah, let's be exclusive, that's exciting, right? Like you're experiencing things together for the first time and you're learning about each other and it's a fun time. The longer you've been together, the more crap you've gone through, the more things you've seen, like you're not being, you're being more yourself, right? Like you're burping in front of each other, you're farting in front of each other, maybe you're going to the bathroom in front of each other. There comes a point in a relationship where you get to that point, right? And then at that point, the mystery's gone, right? None of it's left anymore. So I've always kind of said, like, I want to date you, like my husband. God, something on my table is driving me nuts. Like, let's date each other Because when you're going out for first dates and stuff, and I mean, it's not so much like this anymore, but it used to be, right? The guy would pick you up. If you had a good one, he'd bring flowers or chocolates or some type of gift. He'd open the car door for you. He'd open the restaurant door for you. He'd pay for the meal. Now, I understand today's world is different. Women can pay for their own. Don't come for me. This isn't a debate. This isn't a what should happen on a date. I'm just saying the dating aspect, the wooing aspect, the courting aspect. For me, I like that. I like to know that my husband values me enough to do those things for me. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't just have to be one-sided. Like, I can also do things like that for him. You know, like it used to be when I used to go on dates, if we did dinner at a movie, he would pay for the dinner. I'd pick up the movie, right? 50-50 kind of thing. Like, I think that's okay to go back to that, to not lose that. You know, if you're going out on a date, or even if you're not, even if you're staying home, dress up. Pretend like you're actually dating. Forget that you're married. Forget that you're living together. Forget that you've got kids. Dress up. You know, shave your legs. Put on a nice outfit. Put on some nice jewelry. Put on some perfume. Feel good about yourself and go out for drinks or dinner or a movie or stay in and order food or have a little picnic inside in front of your fireplace or, you know, like just doing those little things not only reminds your partner that, hey, I really like you. And I really want to spend time with you. And I enjoy doing things with you. But it also, at least for me, it makes me feel good. I like dressing up. I like putting on makeup. I like wearing jewelry. You know, I like doing that. And I find that just the way we are now in today's society, people don't dress up anymore. They really don't. It used to be, and I'm talking years and years and years and years ago, if you went out, you were dressed to the nines. Like everything. You go to the theater, you are dressed to the nines. You go on an airplane. People used to dress in full 3-piece suits and dresses because it was a big thing. Now so much airports and stuff, you know, not so much. But I still like to dress up. Like if we go to the theater, like we took our 8-year-old daughter in Saskatoon, they had the Little Mermaid at Persephone Theater. And we were meeting her friends and his parents there. We dressed up. Like my daughter wore a long, gorgeous, sparkly dress, one shoulder, big bow, sparkles, glitter. I wore a summer dress, you know, hair done, makeup done. We felt good. And there was not a lot of people dressed up at Persephone. A few women were wearing, you know, casual dresses and stuff, but not like us. And I'm okay with that. I like dressing up for those kinds of things. And this is just kind of your reminder, like, it's easy to fall into patterns. It's easy to fall into routine. It's easy to start forgetting what it was like when you were dating for the first time. It's easy to take your partner for granted. It's easy to forget to show appreciation and love. It happens. Life gets the best of us. And it's not easy, but for us, in our relationship, I've really seen it be beneficial just to take that time for the two of us, just to remind each other like, yep, this is still good. This is still happy. I like being with you. I like spending time with you. I'm having a good time. And I just wanted to talk about that today to remind you that sometimes you just have to slow down. And it's hard to do. It's very hard to do in today's society when everything is just go, go, go. And there's so much that has to get done and so much responsibility. And it seems the older you get, the more responsibility you have, which makes it even harder. But it's okay to slow down. It's okay to take time for you and your partner. And you almost need to. Like, your partner deserves that, and you deserve that. And don't feel guilty about it, because it's important. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much work you got done. It really doesn't. At the end of the day, what matters is you and whoever is under your roof or that you care about. It's the people. That's what matters. The people in your life that you love and you care about, the animals in your life that you love and you care about. That's what matters. Your friends, not anything else. So I just want to mention that. Also, my husband and I, even though we've been married for 13 years this year, we are planning a vow renewal, our 15th wedding anniversary. 15 is a lucky number for us. It's very sentimental for us. And we've chosen that on our 15th wedding anniversary, we are going to go back to where we got married, which was Memphis, Tennessee, Graceland, Elvis Presley's backyard. And we are going to renew our vows. It'll just be the two of us and our daughter, who is very excited to be a flower girl. And that's what we've decided to do. So I'm going to have to start planning a wedding again pretty quick, because I'm a planner and I want to make sure we have everything taken care of. So that's our plan. Again, I think that's important too. If you've been married for a while, get married again. Just because you're married and things are going great and you love your partner, ask to marry them again. See what happens, right? I mean, it started as a joke when my husband was like, oh my God, marry me. It was a joke, but genuinely, I was excited. I had flutter in my belly. I was like, oh my God, really? Like, you love me enough that you would marry me a second time? It was great. And we're getting married. So I hope you guys will think about what I've said today. If you haven't already started dating your current partner, take him out on a date. Call him up and say, what are you doing tonight? Can I take you out? I hope you guys are having a great Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. As always, see you guys next time.